Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Star Wars Wednesday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with Star Wars The Black Series from The Mandalorian, Deathwatch Mandalorian. Thank you for watching this video or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each of you does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it. Let's kick things off by taking a look at the packaging. Starting with the top, there's a hook, some tape, and a window. On the front, Star Wars The Black Series. Nice big window showcasing the figure and accessories. Star Wars The Mandalorian, Deathwatch Mandalorian. Warning, don't stick things in your pie hole that don't belong there. 4-and-up Hasbro print. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. On this side, stripe continuing around to from the front to the back. Star Wars The Black Series. On this side, nice artwork of that Deathwatch Mandalorian from The Mandalorian, Deathwatch Mandalorian. And on the back, there's some more of that artwork. Wider, but not as long. See? Not as long. Star Wars The Black Series, Deathwatch Mandalorian. An extremist clan that attempted to take over Mandalore during the Clone Wars, the Deathwatch Mandalorians are tenacious warriors embracing the ancient traditions of their people. And there it is in some other language I don't read. He's number 21 in the Mandalorian series. Attention! Don't stick things in your French pie hole. Achtung! Don't stick things in your other language pie holes that don't belong there. Includes figure and 2 accessories. Some more small, fine legalese print, with some more made in China print, a Disney print, and another Hasbro print. Don't give it to babies. And that, my friends, concludes our look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers, so we can start out with the accessories. And let's start out with the smallest, which is his blaster pistol. And this looks like your standard Mandalorian pistol. It does have a paint app here on the handle, the grip, whatever you would like to call it. Nice subtle sculpted details in there. And here we have his blaster rifle. And you know, it looks good. Kind of like those old school pistols that turned into rifles, kinda. However, when I put the accessories on him, you know, there's a bit of an issue. While this is probably show accurate, it doesn't work so well with the toy. The trigger guard is a little far forward from the handle for his finger, so that's a little bit of an issue. Not a great issue, but you know. And then here we have his jetpack. Nice silver paint, apps throughout, and there's a peg and 2 tabs that connect it to his back. Does have a little bit of articulation here at the exhaust ports, but not out, just forward and back. So that's a nice looking piece. And then here we have Deathwatch, which I'm sure is more accurate to the Mandalorian, but this is also sort of how I remember him from the Clone Wars, just without the white markings on them. Or maybe these white markings are just specific to this particular Deathwatch member. But looks good. Nice paint apps throughout. Nice weathered feel to the chest armor. The other parts of the armor, not so much. Everything looks pretty clean except for the chest plate here. So, but he's cool looking. Deathwatch. You know, he's got these white paint apps throughout. The majority of it does seem to be molded in color, and that's fine. A bit of a paint app right here at the top of the boot. And then I think the hands might be molded in the blue and then painted black because it's a bit of a glossy sheen to the hands. And then paint app right here. As far as paint apps go, not a whole lot going on the back. And you know, right here, paint app. And then right here, paint app. Let's talk about his articulation. And yes, the rangefinder is articulated, so that's good. I think that's something we're going to see on Mandos moving forward, especially now that they have the Mando sculpt, or the Boba Fett sculpt, because I think that's where this head comes from, the deluxe Boba Fett. Pretty sure. Anyway, he looks up that high, he looks down that far, and that range is pretty awesome. And then he's got some chicken neck going on. Of course, the head is actually molded into the helmet this time. It's not a separate piece that's been glued on. It's actually part of the mold. So that is new. It looks like there's a dumbbell up in the top and then a ball at the bottom of the neck that, you know, it's two separate pieces. So he gets some waggle and neck moves, and you know, there's a lot going on there. And does chicken neck? Yeah, he can chicken neck. He's got the waggles, and he can do the full exorcist. So that's pretty cool. Nice range of movement there at the head. Here at the shoulder, 360-degree rotation. You can see that shoulder armor. They've done it as one of the separate pieces that clips in under the or clips into the arm pin. So that's a mixed bag sometimes, but it did take me a minute, but I did show you he can do the full 360-degree rotation with it. About a 90-degree bend there. Hinge and swivel at the elbow, nothing in the upper bicep. It does give you a full 360 degrees at that elbow though, and been better than 90 degrees. Full 360-degree rotation at the wrist on an in and out hinge, and the other one 360 degrees on an up and down hinge. So very nice. Now there's a cut here at the mid abdomen where this overlay, well, it's not really an overlay, but yeah, his overlay of his bodysuit, I guess you could call it, meets the lower. Anyway, he gets that much hula action going on. Tilt, bends back that far, crunches forward that far, and 360 degrees of rotation there, because of course nothing at the waist. Neat. Now at the hips, gives you that much of the splits. As you can see, this piece is a separate piece. It's not molded in, and the thigh strap for the pistol holster goes up under it. So that does impede this leg just a tiny bit. It doesn't get quite as much spread as this one, but you know, it's infinitesimal. Hardly even noticeable. About 90-degree kick out. Back, not so much. His Mandalorian butt gets in the way. Cut at the upper thigh for a full 360-degree rotation there. At the knee, it's on hinge and swivel. Swivels around 360 degrees, and it gives you that much bend. A little better than 90. At the ankle, I said ankle, not knee. Bends down that far. Up that far, which is not really any, really. And then forward-facing pin for rocker. And did I say... I meant tilt here. Alright, so that's a look at the figure and his articulation. Let's get back to the accessories. Now, you know, he can hold his pistol, but it also goes in his holster. And you gotta move that strap up out the way. And it goes right on in there pretty easy. Stays even without the strap being latched. But there's a little pin and a port there, and it just plugs right on in there, and it stays in there pretty well. Sorry about it, I bumped the camera, of course, because, you know, I'm a camera bumper. Now let me show you what I was talking about with the rifle. And, you know, his finger does get in there just barely, because I've had it sitting in his hand for a few days, but because of the way all this is shaped, it doesn't really get down into his hand that well. But, you know, I guess that's good enough. It kind of sucks though. A little bit of thought about how this design works with the toy would have gone a long way. And then of course here we have the jetpack, and it fits on just like it does on any of the other Mandalorian figures. And it stays on there pretty securely. And now he doesn't want to stand up. Alright, there we go. That's a look at the figure and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And let's start things off with that original Black Series Jango Fett. And then here is one of the Darth Maul's Deathwatch that kind of splintered off. And here we have Bo-Katan Kryze. Here we have Deathwatch with Koska Reeves. The Armorer. Paz Vizsla. Din Djarin. Prototype Boba Fett. That first Black Series release of Boba Fett, the Empire Strikes Back version. Here's the deluxe Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. And here we have the deluxe Throne Room Boba Fett. For our last Black Series comparison, here we have the Archive Edition 50 First Legion Clone Trooper. And how does he compare up with other lines? Let's take a look. From the Marvel Legends series, here we have making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee. From the G.I. Joe Classified series, we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. And for a 7-inch comparison, from McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line, we have 3 Jokers, the Joker, the Clown. And that, my friends, completes our comparisons. For final thoughts on Star Wars The Black Series from The Mandalorian, the Deathwatch Mandalorian, or Deathwatch Commando, I guess we could call him. I have to say that I really like this figure. It's different enough from the other Mandalorians that it's, you know, it's neat. You could use it as an army builder. The only real drawback to this guy is the handle, the primary handle, the grip near the trigger on the rifle. I mean, you can fudge it a little bit. I don't know if there's a trick you can do to modify it to where it fits a little better, but you know, like I said, just if it's just going in your display like this, you can fudge it like I have, and it'll be fine, I guess. But anyway, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.